What's up, guys? It's your girl Matt Cox from A Couture Crafting. I am your quilty BFF, and we are getting ready to get into all of our Christmas 3-yard quilt kits. Can't wait to show you what we put together. Hopefully you joined in on my live, you saw it, so you kind of know what we're calling them and how we got there. But this is a more formal put together presentation of all the kits that we're doing for the holiday season, starting off with panels. I am not going to kit any of these, actually. I don't believe I'm going to kit these. I'm going to just let you guys buy them how you want to. Fabric Cafe has the panel book. It's on my website. It will show you what you can do with these panels. You might have to cut them down and play with them and that kind of thing, but you might find a pattern that you really like, so check it out. This first one is from the Frosty Kins. I only have a couple more of these left. I put this up a little early and you guys went crazy for it. This is probably my favorite collection this year. It's Rainbow Christmas with the most beautiful, vibrant snowmen and scenes. There's tons of blenders and coordinates. I should say coordinates, not necessarily blenders. Tons of coordinates to go with this. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It's so bright. I don't know if the camera is picking up how bright and how vibrant these are, but I just wanted you guys to get a chance to check them out. I'm going to jump behind the camera now, and I will show you the rest of the panels that we have, and that will be that. This is a cute little panel. This is my Pinecone Ridge panel here, and it's got a bear, a little bird, a raccoon, I think that's a fox, and a moose. I'm not 100% sure. You will have to add some border to this. I'd probably grab the buffalo check border for this one, and then you will be able to use it. But you can't just use a straight 3-yard pattern for this. You're going to need to grab a little bit extra to pad this one to bring it up to the size. I want to say you'll need probably, I don't know, you won't need a full yard, I don't believe. I know you won't need a full yard, but a half a yard probably. But I only sell stuff by the yard, so you're probably going to need to grab another yard of that buffalo check to be able to really get this guy using that particular pattern that fits a vertical panel, because it's just a little too narrow. But he's cute, so if you have something else in mind, if you just want to hang him on your door, I get it, because this is a very cute collection. Here is the second panel that we have. You can use this one in, I think, 2 patterns in the panel book. I've got to double check that, but I think you can use 2 patterns, the ones that use 6, little squares. Is this one my favorite? I don't know, but they are cute, right? They're so cute. It's the bird for me. Is it the bird or the bear? I don't know. They're cutie patooties. Again, this one, I want to say the squares measure about 12.5, including the black. So you'll probably cut that away anyway. Just depends. But you definitely have some room to cut these down and use them in the 3-yard quilt book. So we shall see. I think this is a great one. One big, huge, beautiful panel. If we come back a little bit, we can see that deep blue down there at the bottom. Looking so good. I'm telling you, it is extremely vibrant. This is just the one big, large panel. And I think that if you're okay with cutting this down just a little bit on the outside, you can use the big panel pattern from Fabric Cafe. 3-yard quilt books for panels with this guy. So, hello, we are starting out our 3-yard quilt kits with this one here. And this one I've just decided to call good old Frosty. We've got tons and tons of snowmen, a beautiful plaid, red snowman, and then this one here is got just snowmen with different scarves on. I think they look good. Nothing particularly crazy about this one. Everything is kind of what you see. There's not a lot of hoopla. It's not a lot of guessing. It goes together beautifully. This would be great for a double focus 3-yard quilt. It could be good, for just about whatever. I'm loving that plaid. I like the colors. It's a good way to start. So hopefully you like this one as much as I do. Again, I'm just going to call it good old Frosty. This one is a fun one. I think that it gives kind of a dark element to it. I've just been obsessing over these fabrics. So this is the red manor and the black manor, and I just love it. I think this was the best addition to Christmas ever done in regards to fabrics. I think it can be dressed up. I think it can be dressed whimsically. I don't know. Again, this is kind of like I am dressing you for your award show, and this time your award show is Christmas. And this one here gives kind of a darker kind of feeling to it. But these houses on here, this fabric is such a stunner. So, so stunning. This would definitely be your focus fabric. If I were doing it, this would be my focus fabric. And I just want y'all to see how beautiful these houses are on there. There's not a ton of different houses, but just enough to give you enough variation to make this fabric really sing. Again, I'm going to call this one Home Alone because it definitely gives me Home Alone vibes. I think this is a beautiful kit. Again, we're going to call this one Home Alone. Now we're getting ready to have a ton of fun. With this, we've got another plaid going on. We've got some super duper cutie patootie cardinals. And then we've got our friends. I want to say this one, we are going to call this one Snow Buddies. Because look at them. They're hanging out maybe in the snow with the snowflakes. And they're cute. So like scarves. They've got on these cute scarves. We've got a moose, a bear, I believe that's a fox, and a raccoon. Too cute. And then if you would like to see our little cardinals, there they are. Also cute. Sitting on these branches, perched up, earmuffs on, scarf. Just a really soft, cute. I can see this on a chair, maybe your sofa, with everybody snuggled up. Put minky backs on your stuff if you can, guys. Especially if you're going to take it to your quilter and your quilter doesn't mind. This is the time to do it. You will not be sorry with how beautiful minky quilts. I'm telling you, go for it. I got positively giddy doing this pull right here. This is for all of my Christmas people who are listening to jazz, Christmas music, that have their fireplace going, maybe a glass of Martinelli's or a glass of wine. This is for you. I named this one Sultry Christmas because it gives me sultry vibes. I love black with everything, black and white, of course, but this is a cream on cream. This is a gorgeous poinsettia placed on that black background. It gives me sultry vibes. I like this so much. It is very clear which your 1, 2, and 3 are with this particular kit if you go by those rules. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Again, we're calling this one Sultry Christmas. Another fun one from that same collection as earlier with the bear, the moose, the fox, the cardinal. I don't think that's a cardinal. That's just a little birdie there. But still very, very cute. Here we've paired it with the tiny skates and mittens and hat, a good traditional buffalo plaid, which just screams holiday, screams Christmas. And then we've got these guys hanging out, skis here, hot chocolate, just darling. This one we're going to call, I think we're calling this one Bear Lodge because the bear stands out and we've decided that he is at a lodge. I'm going to give you a little closer view of these guys. I think they are too cute. I don't know which one of these is my favorite. If you're also looking to do pillows, you might want to pick this up in yardage. I've decided that this is going to make a too cute pillow. Too cute, like, yes. This is giving pillow vibes, and then I want you to see this fabric here close up. Again, we are calling this one Bear Lodge. I think this one is worth taking a look at. Okay, let's talk about it. I think from the Frosty Kins line, I think this one is my favorite. This one right here. There's just something so good about this dark blue color that's in these snowmen. Something about it. Something about it. I think it's just the depth that it gives and the fact that it's ombre that really gets me going. And then I really enjoy the houses too. I think this goes together so well. I think it keeps everything kind of at night. It feels very nighttime. This color, it's so vibrant. It's so beautiful. I just love the idea of a rainbow Christmas. It's so me, right? It's very, very me. I was really digging the fact that they had these lamp posts and the lamp posts gave off the same kind of thing here. I just really got into this, totally loved it, and I'm calling this one the Blue Snowman group. Get it? Because the Blue Man group, but we're going to do Blue Snowman because they're blue and snowman, and that's what we're working with. Let's see if we can do a little bit of a zoom for you guys so you guys can see these frosties and this house and that fabric there. Again, very, very, very pretty. Very pretty. All right, check it out. This one again is the Blue Snowman group. I am calling this one Pretty Girl. I think this deer is so pretty. With this fabric right here, it just feels like whimsical magic. So pretty. The deer is just looking right back at you. It's a repeat. There's a ton of them. I also have you in here with this fabric. This fabric has the 12 Days of Christmas, the song on there. I think that there was possibly a issue with the way that this was printed because there's a lot of space right here. There's about an inch. No, that's more than an inch, maybe 2 inches of blank space right there. And it is on both sides. So just know that when you get that, you might want to get a smidge extra. I think you should be fine with any of the kits that you use, depending upon how you cut it. I think you should be fine. But assuming that you're doing this for a 3-yard quilt kit, but I just don't love that. I think that was a scaling issue. I think somebody dropped the ball, but the fabric is still amazing. It looks good. I like the font. It's just that it has that. So I just want you to be aware. And when you're cutting it, you might have to, think about the way that you're using that. But I still think this kit is worth getting, even though that has transpired. I don't know. I think it's still very, very pretty. This goes together perfectly. I hope you guys like it. Again, I'm calling this one Pretty Girl because, it feels like a deer that's just pretty. She's adorned with these beautiful flowers. Let me see if I can get you to zoom in a little bit on Mr. or Mrs. Deer here. There we are. Isn't she beautiful? And then there's your fabric. And then the last one is just some pretty decoration there. Okay. Again, this fabric is Pretty Girl, or this kit is called Pretty Girl. If you didn't get a chance to grab this fabric, I suggest you do it. This is different. The poinsettia, it just jumps off that background, and the background is a weird color. And I am a sucker for an odd color. It is not just straight up teal. It's some kind, it's like it has a gray, like a gray mix in with it. You know how they call, well, it's not grayish, obviously, but it's definitely gray and teal. I don't grill, maybe. I don't know. But that exact same color is sitting in this bead right here. And I just paired it with the black because we just needed something to keep it sophisticated, keep it elevated, and just make it even more striking. And so this one is called Striking Poinsettia. Again, I didn't name all these. Some of them I did. We were going through and picking these kits together, so I cannot take credit for all these names. But I am incredibly pleased with this kit. It is striking. It does give a modern elegance, I think. So check it out. Let's come in a bit and look at that color. Isn't it beautiful? I think it is. There's not much to this fabric other than that poinsettia. And then the beads are the beads. And there they are. And it just matches perfectly. I don't know what pattern I would use with this, but I think I'm in love. All right, check it out. Again, Striking Poinsettia is the name of this kit. Thanks. I sure hope you like this one as much as I do. I think this fabric also sums up Christmas, the holidays. Not my Los Angeles holiday, but maybe yours. Maybe you guys get a chance to have a white Christmas. This is soothing. It's kind of got a soothing feel. It also has the nighttime kind of scene with the lights in the house and everything. I've paired this with my second favorite fabric, which are the pumpkins, not the pumpkins, the snowmen that are tossed. And then we have a rainbow snowflake with it. Let's get into this house because the house is, that house fabric, so pretty. Look at that scene. Isn't it great? Love that scene. And then we've got the snowmen, which I also think are just lovely. It's that colorway. It's that ombre. Look at that, where the colors just do a little shading, and then this pretty rainbow scarf. Again, definitely one of my favorites. And then if we scoot back just a little, you can see that rainbow there. Again, I hope you guys like it. I've named this one very simply Nighttime Christmas because, you know, it's got that nighttime scene there. Nighttime Christmas. Perfect. Don't worry, we did a lot of discussion with this one, and I'm going to give you this one in two different ways. Also, I want you to be careful and notice that this guy here is partially directional. So we've got Santa's going this way and Santa's facing the other way, but still you can't have this going, I mean, you do what you want to do, but the Santas are going straight up and down. You can rotate it and it'll be fine, but going this direction, not so much. Then we have the coolest fabric. I really like words and letters on fabric. And this one we have peace, hope, love, joy, wonder. And we've got elves and stuff that are popping through them and just lots of different imagery. This all pairs really well together. This is truly like good old kind of a scrappy Christmas kind of feel. I try to get a little something for everybody, and this is definitely somebody's cup of tea. I'm expecting this one to do really well. I'm going to get you to see there we go, a little closer. You see the wonder and the joy and the love and the gingerbread man. Lots and just lots going on with that fabric. Then we've got your Santas here, and I wanted to show you that they are definitely upside down too. And then lastly, your peppermint fabric is just regular peppermint fabric with a little bit of holly. A little bit of holly on it, nothing too crazy. Just a nice, not a blender, but just a nice secondary fabric to go with anything. Don't forget with these, I think every single one of them is listed individually so you can get individual yardage if you don't love my kit. All right, on to the next version of this. This one we're calling Jolly Elf because we've got all the elves playing and being jolly. Again, this one we are calling Jolly Elf. So here we have the second way that I'm presenting this to you. We've got your peppermint with Santa Claus and then this new fabric which has Blvd and it says Merry. It's got more peppermints in there, red colors. It's just nice, just Christmassy, simple. Again, another great way to do pillowcases, I think. With this, depending upon how you do it, you can get pillowcases because really you need a yard of fabric for the main. And then I don't even know if it's a main. I think it's 27 inches. You might really be able to mix and match here depending upon how you do it. I use the burrito method. And I don't know why this season I am just going crazy over thinking about pillowcases with all this fabric. I would love to have all these kits as pillowcases to do some changing of the cases throughout the season. But you guys do with this fabric whatever you want. Remember, I do 1 yard cuts because I specialize in 3 yard quilts and that's really what I'm kitting for. But all of this fabric for this time is available as yardage. So check that out. If you see one that you really like and this is not the kit that the pairing that you want to use, grab the yardage. And we are on to another one. Are you ready for this one? This is so my vibe. This feels like small world Christmas plus modern and just awesomeness, right? I feel like I am the girly who finds the cool fabrics. This is the cool fabrics, I think. I've paired it with an ochre and this lime green. I know it's unexpected, but it still gives holiday vibes, but not traditional holiday. Definitely something different, but good. Oh, this is good. I love it. Now, I suggest using this fabric with one of the big block books. I showed a couple of samples of the quilt patterns that I think you should use from those books with this. Just let this fabric do the work. Just let it do all the heavy lifting for you. Let it show off. This is my favorite block right here. I can't get enough of it. I am truly obsessed with this particular kit. We are calling it 'Tis the Season. Doesn't that feel right for this kit? You're probably like, no, that feels very strange. But I'm telling you, this fabric is the star of the show. Let it do its thing. Easy work. Fast. I could do pillows with this, like throw pillows, not necessarily bed pillows. I mean, you could do whatever you want to do, of course. But I'm thinking throw pillows all around. You could pull your whole Christmas color story from this, and it would be something different. I love it. 'Tis the Season. Check this one out on the website, guys. Get into it. This one for me gives off ethereal vibes. And I think it's because this fabric right here, this white one, it's got that glisten kind of factor to it. It's metallic on it. Very, very pretty. This, because it was such a tight pattern, it didn't need another pattern with it. It didn't need to have 3 things going on. We paired it with the beautiful teal. And then we just let these owls live their best life. And so we're calling this Night Owl because it's probably about 2 o'clock in the morning in my studio right now as I'm filming this when it's nice and quiet and bright and beautiful. Again, we're calling this one Night Owl. I think those owls are so beautiful. It's just a nice repeat, nothing too crazy going on. And then you've got your glistening fabric and just a nice pretty teal solid. An easy win for this kit. So we've got these ivory claws with the repeat of the words that have that funky side over there with the beads. This just all goes together perfectly. We are not pushing, we are not trying to make it do anything. It just does work. I know that somebody probably has some of these Santa Clauses hanging from their Christmas tree. I thought it was cool. I love the fact that that Santa is on a cream that has a red undertone. It's almost peachy in person. I love these beads. I think they're a cool colorway. I think this is a cool Christmas colorway that is not super duper traditional. It's, I don't know, it's giving me something. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but it's not traditional. It's not uber modern. It just is. It's just a cool tone, I think. So if you'd like this one, we're going to call this one Vintage Claws because it's, vintage, I guess. And I'm going to show you what it looks like a bit closer. There you are. And then the other two really are just the same. There's nothing interesting or different than what you saw before. I'm calling this one Vintage Claws. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please go shop A Couture Crafting. You can find all of these fabrics in the yardage, or you can find them in these kits. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy this season. All right. Bye-bye.